All right, guys, this should be a fun little experimental video. We got 3 different beaver dams in 3 different locations on our farm, and we're going to try 3 different methods of removing these things and trying to deter them from coming back and building again. So let's hit the ground, bust some dams, and see what happens. All right, Mr. Millennial, we got a beaver infestation on the farm.
I only see one problem currently.
Well, they're flooding valuable farm ground, and they don't pay near as good a rent as what Garrett does.
That's not the problem I see.
What's the problem?
I see slow solutions opposed to dynamite or bazookas.
Well, so in full disclosure, we have contacted our local DNR.
Absolutely.
And the exact words were, if they are causing property damage and they are on private property, you can use any means necessary to
Followed up with the question, do you own a bazooka? That's straightforward.
I don't own a bazooka, but I do own a Hyundai. So, we got 3 different dams to take out. This is one of 3. So we're gonna go about this. My bank's a little steeper than I remember. This might get interesting. All right, so method 1. Everybody knows you tear these things out, the little beavers, put it right back. So,
are you sure they're little?
Well, I don't know. I haven't seen one yet, but that looks like a big one down there. So method 1 is we're gonna take that dam, load it up in that truck, and we're gonna dump it in a different location. The thought process is, if you remove all their building materials, they'll get discouraged and go somewhere else.
There's more building material right there.
Yeah, I know, but it's not going to be handy for them just to put back really quick.
Do you know why they're called eager beavers? Because they'll eat a tree to make a new home.
But they may go somewhere else. This will be the determining factor. So we're going to take this dam, we're going to attempt to load it up, we're going to go up there to the other dam. Matt's got this ingenious idea that if we bust the dam, put a pipe through it, put the dam back, they're not smart enough to clog the pipe up.
No, they put the dam back. You only put a few pieces and then they find...
Oh, so you find a way to blame this on me, aren't you?
No. They build it back because they had a dam there, the water's gone. The pipe made the water disappear, but if you put some of their materials on top, they go find the others, build it back, and they can't figure out how to clog the pipe up. But I know how, which then serves another purpose.
That's a whole nother story from there. All right, let's see if we can get access to this one. To reach that dam without going down over the bank and getting down there with it. So the question is, and I honestly don't know, is how active.
Do you want something closer?
Let me get down there first. I'm hoping I don't join them in meeting my waders.
I didn't bring no waders.
Let me rephrase this. I know I can get down there. The question is, can I get back up? We're gonna hedge our bet here a little bit, bigger ramp.
What's the power line?
Huh?
What's the power line?
Trust me, don't let me know if I hit it.
I'm letting you know to watch it.
We don't need anything super stable. We just need enough to get down there and get us a fan yanked out. And we do have a power line up over our heads, but it's a little ways back behind us. So. Going in. Ooh, that's steep. I'd say they're still here. That's a fresh beaver mark. You got a tree right there?
Got the beaver cheese on it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We'll just go ahead and load that up too so they don't drag it in. Oh, somebody's going to be happy here in just a minute. We're going to use that for a little bit of bedding to keep ourselves going in there with us. All right, here we go. Moment of truth. We're just gonna go one full swoop.
Absolutely.
What are you gonna do if a beaver comes at you?
Watch it run at me, I guess.
Here we go.
Shoo, that stinks.
Hey, I heard the Mississippi needed some water.
Yeah, it does. Wow, look at all that water. Go upstream a little bit. You still have a high spot up there. By golly, you about got it all that time. Hey, easy there, water flow.
I think we got her.
Yep. You guys, there might be one high spot just below that tree. Kind of see where the water's dumping off a little. That's far enough on the edge, it don't matter.
All right, let's get her loaded up.
Scoop of beaver dam number 1. Like that, out by beaver dam.
It's hard to believe those guys had almost 30 tons of stuff in that dam. That's going to take that over on the other side of the field. We actually got a washout over there. He's got to put it in, so it'll be a good place for it and get it out of their reach, hopefully. As you guys can see, it is draining down nice. I'm going to smooge this up a little bit right here. Got one spot over there I may go back down there and get. Dam 1 complete. The next dam is all the way on the other end of the farm. We gotta track these machines. Well, I gotta track this machine. I guess he can drive that one about a mile to the south. So let me get this smooshed up and we'll hit the road, hit the field, hit the tracks. We're going that way. You guys can tell from the drone shots here, it's just a little bit of a distance from one end of the farm to the other. The travel time in the excavator is not the greatest, but we are making our way from one side of the farm to the other. But as we fly in up here, you can kind of see the standing water in this lower field. This field up here is what we call the upper 90. Not for sure why, as it's actually on the south end of the farm, but it's what it's been called for years. What we keep calling it, I guess. But that is the problem right there. This field kind of lays a little bit low right here. They've got it estimated about 2.5-3 acres flooded out right now. All that was actually planted in crops this spring and has been taken over. So let's hit the ground, find the dam, and see if we can get this one busted out as well. All right, guys, we've just about made it. Here's a little bit of the damage from the ground. I don't know if you guys can see the water standing in the field over there. Obviously, we got all the water standing in the field here. They planted all this spring, and it just got flooded out. The water is just about over our access road right here. I believe the dam's still about a half mile that way, so we're going to take a left-hand turn, go down there and see what we can find. The ditch kind of narrows up. This lane's really flat down through here, so they don't have to build the dam up very high to flood a pretty big area. So we're going to find out what we got. There's a little bit higher view. You guys, it's hard to tell with all that grass in there, but you can see how all that field down there is flooded. There's a little bit of a confession too. We need to get this dried up. This is actually a job right up here. We started about 5 years ago. I've been at least 5 years ago because I started the job before I started doing YouTube. We never got finished, so hopefully we get this dried up here in the next couple of weeks. We're going to get this job up here finished. This used to be all trees. You guys can kind of see how the dirt's still windrowed right there along the edge of the field. We got a section about 1.5 acres of stumps in there we need to get out yet. Then we can take that topsoil and put it back and they can farm this straight on through. So we'll get her one of these days, hopefully. This is just a product of getting busy and not having time for your own projects. All the topsoil's windrowed right here. That all right there is ready for topsoil to go back on. I don't think any of it needs to be stumped. Up here where these tree sprouts are out, we need to do some stumping. First time I've been down here in a while. Kind of forgot what we left at. Well, I see Matt parked down there. I'm assuming he's found out where our problem is. So go check it out. We got a traffic jam in the field today. Garrett's trying to spray. We're trying to remove beaver dams. There's a whole lot going on in one spot. Well, Houston, there's a problem right there.
See, I disagree. Well, Houston, that's our opportunity right there.
Not my opportunity.
Oh, yeah.
It's hard to believe that little bitty old dam is probably what, 6 feet tall and 8 feet across is flooding 7 acres up there.
And I like it.
All right, let's get some trees cleared out here so we can get a visual on that, and we'll let you explain the world what your plan is.
Sounds great.
All right, I'm not going to check out any more stuff than what we need to. I just need to get down there and get access to that dam. Got a crackle pop on a maple tree here. These trees are on the edge of these ditches. They're always rooted in so freaking hard. Get out of here. We will probably load them up with the truck and get rid of them somewhere. They don't need to be left here along the edge of the field, but that's got a little different idea for the dam here. That stuff does not want to come out of there. It's got to come out. I'll make sure I get down in there far enough to reach all the way across. I don't think that's going to be a problem with this machine. That should do it. Should give us access to what we need to do. All right, Mr. Millennial, let's hear your ingenious plan of how you're going to outsmart these beavers and use this to your advantage.
So the bull in the china shop way is what we did previously, okay?
Actually, it's Hyundai in a ditch, but
Damn be gone. That's what we did without a bazooka or dynamite, right?
Well, unfortunately, we don't have access to either,
Correct.
yes.
However, everywhere that you have above and below that dam that you tore out, the material they built with was still there, okay? They built it there for a reason. They don't live here. They live upstream from here, and you remember our little conversation when we reviewed all this, and you saw it, you're like, holy crap, 300 yards up the creek?
I don't quite remember it that way, but I'm not disagreeing with you. All right, get to your point.
So, when you just tear it out, they're going to build it back because they've made this habitat. So, instead of tearing it out, letting them build it back, tearing it out, letting them build it back, tearing it back, all that rigmarole, you be a little bit more meticulous about when you're tearing it out, okay? And you take the center out of this thing, you drain the water, you put a pipe in the very bottom, and you put a little bit of material back on it so the beavers go, oh man, I need to repair my dam. They come back in here and they take their little tail and they go whack, 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 here's a tree limb, whack, 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 we gotta repair this dam back, but your pipe's there. You put a screen on the upper side, eventually. They'll try to clog it up, but as soon as any water flow comes down, it washes all their material out, and they go, we built the top, we can't make it hold water, we give. Now the waterfowl hunter comes in, puts a 90 on the end of the pipe with a stand, a riser. Now we control the water level. So now the property is being managed for farmers and this hunter.
But here's the problem, the farmer pays rent. The hunters and the beavers don't.
But the beavers will never be able to control the water here ever again.
Well, if they go down there and build their dam, it's still top of your standpipe.
Go put another pipe in. It is seriously, I have done it one time and it works. I didn't do it with a 24-inch pipe that you're requiring. I did it with an 8-inch pipe and the beavers gave up.
If we don't put a 24-inch pipe in this, whenever it rains hard enough, it will flood those several acres up, and that water's got to get out of here.
I agree 100% with the reason for the bigger pipe. I'm just telling you, the scale in which I did this at the last time was 3 times less.
Oh, don't worry. We're gonna put this video on pause for a couple of weeks, and we're gonna come back and see what happens. So, you guys will. What is there a fish or something on that? See that limb?
I think the limb above it. It's a dead limb from up there, and that limb's blown in the
wind. Down there. Yeah. All right. So you want me to notch a 24-inch notch in the middle of that dam?
To that level down there. So kind of just peel the onion open, give me the center, we'll put the pipe in, and then you kind of just fluff it back in there, pack it down real good, and the beavers will finish it off. Might take them longer than 2 weeks, but they'll finish it off.
All right, let's find out. What do you guys think? You think it'll work? You think he's full of crap, or you think he's just trying to trick me into a waterfowl dam? I think he's trying to trick me into a waterfowl dam.
I'm trying to trick the property owner into a way for the property owner to control the water, which benefits me. So really it's not a trick, because it's still beneficial for you.
All right, let's bust it.
You there, big boy.
Put a pipe in it, he said. I don't know how he thinks I'm going to gently put a hole in the middle of this dam. I will try my best though, Matthew. Oh, that is deep.
This one smells really bad. I think this one is more active than the other one. They do have slick dirt banks where the other one had grass all the way to the dam, so I do believe this one is definitely more active than the last one. Holy goodness, this one really stinks. Woo! I think this is more of an active site than the other one for sure. Goodness gracious, that smells bad.
Hey, here's the real question. How are you getting back across?
You got a bucket right there. I can surely get in that. We can't put the pipe in. Let's go.
Well, you want to go the other one and come back?
I think it'd be pretty smart.
That's dumping his pipe out there. We're going to take Bubba dump over here. I don't know if we're going to need it or not. This dam over here is not flooding any farm property. It's got about 5 acres of trees that are about died off, and it's just about over the state highway, so we've got permission to remove it. I don't know, these 2 last dams here I'm pretty sure are active. This one over here I think might be abandoned and it's just still here. Let's go find it. I know the pool of water it's got backed up, but I don't know actually for sure where the dam's at, but we'll find it. Alright, Matt has found the beaver dam. It sounds like it's the mother of all beaver dams. We're going to have to do a little bit of clearing here to get access into it. And then I hope we can get, I hope once we get there we can actually do something with it. So let me wiggle my way in here once. Oh, that's a big one. That's a big one, folks. That's over there somewhere. I don't want to smack on the tree. Ooh, look at all the helicopters. gonna get interesting, folks. What's gonna be difficult about this one, it is spread out across this whole valley out there. And this is a heavy machine. The last thing I want to do is get out there and get this thing sunk and let the beavers use it as dam material. That would not be good. They hop off here and assess the situation before we get too carried away.
Obviously playing hide and go seek. Did you find me yet?
I barely see you over there putting trees. Oh boy, this could get dangerous. I got a couple stump holes here I need to get across. I was hoping I'd have some good logs to walk on, but I just don't. I'm gonna hope the old rotten logs hold us up. Snap, crackle, pop, and go. Oh, that is squishy, folks. I need some more logs to put it over with.
Over here, Mike, you see the two dead short ones straight in front of me? That's to your left. To your left. Right there. See those two shorties? That's the bulk of the dam right there.
Alright, I'm going to try to take this tree down in front of me, use it for some more cribbing, and I think I can reach it.
And more.
There's a little bit I can't reach after I get on that tree. If it's an issue, we may have to come down from the top over there because it is soft right here.
Say, if it is an issue, you can always do this when it's froze bigger too if you don't want to do it today. Because you're going to get probably wind here at 6 foot of the levee. If you can reach them two dead trees.
All right, here we go, folks. Got a bunch of dead trees holding up $250,000. All right, this quick little drone shot here, guys. Don't even really capture all the damage from this particular beaver dam, but you can see all the green stagnant water. It has been here for a long time. We're guessing close to 10 to 15 years. And that is the state highway there, and it's getting dangerously close to actually taking over the highway. Whenever it rains hard enough, the water comes within about 6-8 inches of going over the road. As we get a little closer down to the actual dam itself, you can see the water gets a little bit deeper, a little bit clear. That's a pretty good little ravine there through the two fields, and that used to be all trees down through there, and they've all died and fell over the last couple years. The problem we'll see with this one here as we get down a little bit closer is it's been backed up for so long, it's actually allowed the ditch to silt in. You guys can see the Ohio River off there in the distance. Whenever that river comes up, the water backs up in these ditches, and then all the sediment and silt kind of falls out of it. And on the backside of this dam, it's actually silted in pretty good. So I'm hoping we can get this one drained. And I don't know, it's hard to tell how much activity is there because usually the beavers don't actually live at the dam. They actually go up creek a little ways and work, and then they float stuff down. But this one here is going to prove to be a little bit of a challenge. It's very hard to get access into it, and the ground is very soft because of all that silt over the years, and obviously the ground is saturated because of all the water. So we're going to do our best to get this one removed as well. You can clearly see from the drone shot the property damage and the loss of timber and valuable ground that's been caused by this one. So let's see if we can make her happen. All right, here we go, guys. See if we can do this without swamping a brand new excavator. I'd love to get over there about 15-20 feet farther, but I don't think I'm going to make it. I don't want to push the luck. Whoa, hello. have to kind of take this all back with me as I go. Try to get that water away from me. I got a one-shot deal to make this happen. This stuff right there is really not helping my cause any. All right, we got to back up a little bit. Stick right there, may just come in handy here later. Let's keep in. Try to keep a little dam up there in front of myself, keeping that water where it don't get up underneath me. I don't know how well that's going to work or how long that's going to work, but not very well at all. Just look at that, it's already coming in behind me. It's all right, we got logs back here, hopefully. Two decent logs here. I'm going to throw them back in front of me. Try and get in front of my tracks up on them. It should allow me to reach. Come on. Last little bit, I can't reach up there. I promise you one thing, these guys didn't build this thing overnight. They've been working on it for a while. Guys, this is working fairly decent. I'm just kind of dragging all this debris back with me. I'm just about to the point where I kind of swing and start dumping it up on the bank behind me, but I'm kind of foreseeing possibly another issue. I think this dam has been here long enough. As the river comes up and goes back down, it's deposited a whole bunch of sediment on the back side of it, which in itself is making a dam now. So we won't really know for sure until a couple days after this drains down, you know, kind of what we got or what it looks like. But water level's already dropped about a foot, so that's good in itself. So all I can do at this point is keep wiggling my way out of here and see what we end up with. Machine's still on top, that's for good. That's a good thing. This one, I wouldn't call it pretty, but it's what, 95% going?
Yeah, unfortunately.
And 210's back on solid ground.
It is.
I got a feeling there's still gonna be some water staying in this when it's all said and done. I think that ditch is silted in.
And it could be.
From the river coming up and going down the backside of the dam, so. We're gonna have to let her do what she does. She is, I don't know if you guys can see the stuff on top of it, but it's flowing that way pretty strongly. It's pretty swift over there, so it's gonna drop quite a bit yet, so.
What we do know is the creatures that caused those footprints right there have a lot of work ahead of them to make it.
This is true. We'll see how bad they want it, I guess.
Yeah.
All right, we'll come back and check on this one. Let's head back over and put your pipe in.
Cool, cool.
Well, guys, it's almost a week later. I thought I'd come down here and kind of show you what everything looks like. This one here is the one I thought they would put back in an absolute heartbeat, and they have not touched this. I don't see one sign of a beaver being here. Obviously, the dam's still busted. Matt's still going to use his pipe for his other project, but I think we're going to move it up a little closer to on the property line. And I don't know if they just abandoned ship on this one or what happened, but they are gone. Everything is drained. Once it dries out a little bit up there, we got a few little spots we need to drain some water holes, but the main ditch is drained. The other one over by our camp that we loaded up in the truck and hauled out is the same way. They have not touched it. It is gone. They have dispersed, but the big one down here, which I thought for sure they wouldn't mess with putting back because it had been there so long. I thought it was abandoned. It was really spread out and difficult to build back. They're down there working. I've taken it out 2 more times. They're still back working. So we're gonna go down there. I still wanna try this pipe trick of Matt's. Matt still swears up and down this is gonna work. So I had an old 12-inch pipe up at the lot. I went and grabbed. We're gonna go back down there, see if we can put a pipe to that dam they've got back. And I'm just really curious if this works. Really curious if this works. So let's head over there and see what we can do. I've been in there 2 more times. The ground over there is so soft. Hopefully we can keep this girl on top because it is sketchy. Sketchy, sketchy, sketchy. Oh, look at that. That's convenient. Somebody left us a random 12-inch pipe out here in the field we can use. Perfect. This may or may not be the pipe got damaged, putting in the overflow of that last lake. We got the perfect use for it now. All right, let's wiggle our way back down here in the woods. Let's see what we got. Got a feeling we're gonna have to get a little bit creative to get in there and do what we need to do. Let's see what we can make happen. Easy, Trey. Stop scratching my boom. Oh, Matt, the little boogers ain't giving up.
You're here to stay.
So here's the question. The other Matt's not here, so do you think this pipe idea is going to work or not?
I have some serious doubts.
Well, removing the dam 3 times hasn't worked, so I'm willing to try something different.
Yeah. Something. Try something.
I mean, the most humane way to deal with these guys is force them to relocate, right?
I think so.
That's the goal.
You got the big creek right next door.
I know. They got the interstate highway of waterways out there. The Ohio River is like just right that way. They just need to take a trip downstream somewhere. So I'm going to have to venture the excavator back over here on this side. I wish I could build a dam over there, it'd be closer to get to. That is a big stump hole. Ultimate goal is not get the machine stuck, but I need to get over here. This is where the pipe needs to be, so let's see if we can wiggle our way in here and see what happens. All right, I got me somewhat of a log road here. The problem is that right there is a lot of my logs are rotten. I don't know how well they're gonna hold up 50,000 pound excavator, but it's all we got right now. We're gonna go for it. So let's see what happens. Sketch level, 9.5. That wood just getting up on top of it. Come on, baby. Well, we're holding up pretty good so far. Liking what I'm feeling. Alright, let's throw a few more logs out there and see if we can make it over there. Real close. We do, we just got to make sure we stay on top of these logs. If we get down below these logs, they end up hurting us and not helping us. We can't get stuck in the tracks and stuck in the undercarriage, and we are in big trouble. At that point, we'll turn it into a Let's Dig 18 recovery video. We do not want that, folks. We do not want that. If I can get to that one right there, I think I'll be good. Strategically paste me some logs here for grabbing. That makes me feel a little better. I'd like to have a few more out in front of it. I think we'll be good. Fingers crossed, we're going forward. Come on, baby. Stay out there. Get up on top of this log here and I think we'll have it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Whoop, hang on. Alright, so according to Matt, the trick is you don't want to destroy the whole dam. You just want to make a notch in it, big enough to get your pipe in, so they are enticed to build back at this same spot. You don't want them to switch locations of the dam, or this whole system don't work. Now here's the next question. Can I get this pipe in there without it floating away? I want this excavator out of here. You know. Whoa. really need to walk forward a little bit. See if I can do this without going down any farther. There we go. Hope I don't splash on that. If I splash you, I apologize. That's kind of working. Oh yeah, that's gonna work. Gotta work that thing out to the end now. Oh, what we got over here? We got some big... Oh yeah, baby. We got our pipe in there and hid. You guys can see that little whirly thing right there. That's where it's taking water. Obviously you can see over here where it's coming out. So hopefully that's enough to fool these little guys and deter them. I put some mud back there on top. I left them a spot right here where they can build, where they can think they can try to patch it up pretty quick. Spot over there as well. It's definitely taking the water though. You guys see her going down? I'm gonna try to get out of here. I'll come back and check on this and see what happens. Hopefully, what we want to see when we come back is they have built this dam back, but there's no water back there. That's gonna be the ultimate goal. All right, guys, this is about 2 weeks. Actually, it's exactly 2 weeks from when we initially took out these beaver dams. It's about 1 week since we put that pipe in up there on the other side. This is the first one we took out where we actually picked all the material up and hauled it out of here. I've kind of kept an eye on this. Right there is what's left of the old dam, if you guys can see it right there. And there is no signs of the guys anywhere. I don't know if this one was abandoned, if they gave up on this one and went somewhere else, but they are long gone out of here. The water is actually up in the ditch a little bit right now, but it's because the river's up. I walked down through there to make sure they weren't building somewhere else, and no signs of the guys. So I think this one's gonna be good. I'm sure they'll be back at some point. I'll keep an eye on them, but for right now, I think the plan on this one worked. I don't know, from my past experience, I don't know if hauling all the debris off completely runs them off, but I do know it slows them down, and sometimes they get discouraged and leave. That's been my past experience. So let's head up on the other end and check out the other two. All right, this is the top side of the other one. As you guys can see, this is all drying up really nice. There's been a few pockets of some standing water in here, but it needs to dry out enough we can get in there and kind of re-ditch it and re-sculpt it. It's been underwater for almost a year, but it is definitely dry and continues to dry out, so that is a good thing. taking our farm ground back. All right, so this is the second dam we took out. This is the one we were going to put the 24-inch pipe in so Matt could control his water level. And there has not been the first sign of anything here. This is the one I thought for sure they were going to put back in a heartbeat. And there is no signs of them whatsoever. So I think the plan at this point is we're going to finish cleaning this dam out. Probably going to take that pipe and move it up to the property line. We own that side. We do not own this side, but right there where that tall weed starts, I don't know if you guys can see it right there, like 100 feet that way, we actually own both sides. So we're going to take this pipe, move it up there, go ahead and just put some dirt over top of it so Matt can continue to do his thing. And we'll keep an eye on this one, but I think we just got lucky. I think we just got lucky and they decided not to build back and relocated, which is kind of what we were hoping for. So let's head down to the next one. The next one was the big one. The one we went back and put the 12-inch pipe in, trying to discourage them. So see if that plan worked. I know I showed you guys this in the drone shot, but I never showed you from ground level. This is the damage they did. This is actually about a half-mile upstream from the big dam we took out. You can see how this has all been flooded for years, neglected. And it's probably killed 300-400 trees up through there. It actually goes up and around the corner, but it has all dried out. It continues to dry out. It looks pretty good. So hopefully nature will do its thing, kind of take it back over and get some new life back into it. This is the other side of the highway here. The dam's actually on down around the corner. It looks like, I've been monitoring it, it looks like there's an old beaver dam that maybe went across the ditch right there, and maybe even one right there. But there's been zero activity on those the last 2 weeks. I've been kind of monitoring them. What them beavers like to do is they'll build a dam as far down as they can. Once they get the water backed up so high, instead of building that dam higher, they'll come upstream and build another one. And I'm thinking that may be one they built years ago, and then they actually flooded themselves out. So if we had a way to access all the way back up in there where the water stopped backing up, we could probably see some activity up there, but there's no easy way to get there, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it on that one. So all right, water level still looks pretty low. Let's go see if our pipe's working. Check that out. You guys see that right there? That is the end of our pipe, and they have got her stopped up clean. Now here's the question. I think I can clean the end of that pipe out with a shovel, which is way more convenient than getting an excavator back down in here. So let me see if I can get it open, and then we'll recap this. Well, there she goes, guys. It didn't take but about 2 shovelfuls, and we got her draining again. See her coming out pretty good over here. I will say one thing nice about having that pipe in there is, like I said, when they do build back, it sure makes it easy to come down here and bust their dam. That shovel's a whole lot easier to walk over here than the excavator. But I guess if we're keeping score, we are 2 for 3. We'll give ourselves 2 wins. We'll give the beavers 1 win on this one. We may have to resort to trapping on this one, try to eliminate some of the creatures, relocate them or something. But we got to do something to encourage them to move on. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give her a big old thumbs up. If you guys got any tricks of the trade you've used in the past to keep nature's little engineers from coming back, let me know. I would love to try them, see how they work. Comment down below. But that's gonna be a wrap on this one, guys. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, give it a big old thumbs up. Want to make sure you don't miss it on the next one. Like, consider subscribing. That way we can catch you on the next one. Later, guys.